What if most of what you call yourself was written long before you were born? Your height, your voice, your fears, your talents. Not chosen, not earned, encoded. But genes are not a destiny switch. They're more like instructions waiting for conditions. So the real question isn't what are genes, it's what are genes capable of when life presses the buttons. Genes are short pieces of DNA. They don't think, they don't decide. They store recipes. Each gene is a line of code that says, build this protein. Proteins build everything: muscles, hormones, brain cells, even how fast signals move in your head. You have about 20,000 genes, not a blueprint of your future, a library of possibilities. A gene can be present and stay silent. Another can be loud. Genes need signals: food, stress, movement, environment. Same genes, different lives, different outcomes. That's why identical twins can end up one healthy, one sick, one confident, one anxious. Genes load the gun. Environment pulls or doesn't pull the trigger. Genes influence height, muscle fiber type, metabolism, pain tolerance, and recovery speed. Some people build muscle faster, some store fat easier, some heal slower. This isn't fairness, it's variation. But here's the twist. Genes set ranges, not fixed numbers. Your ceiling and your floor are genetic. Where you land between them is behavioral. Genes influence memory formation, dopamine sensitivity, emotional reactivity, risk tolerance. Some brains feel reward faster. Some feel threat stronger. Some calm down quickly. Some don't. This explains why one person loves chaos, another avoids it. But genes don't write thoughts. They tune the instrument. Life plays the music. Yes, genes affect learning speed, pattern recognition, and coordination. But talent isn't a gift. It's sensitivity plus repetition. Genes can make learning easier. They cannot replace practice. No gene says you will succeed. Only, this might come easier if you try. Epigenetics means your behavior can turn genes up or down. Stress can activate disease genes. Exercise can silence them. Trauma can mark genes. Safety can soften them. Even your parents' experiences can affect which genes you start with. Genes remember, but they can also forget. Visual, two paths from same stickman. Genes explain tendencies. They don't excuse actions. You might be prone to anger. That doesn't mean you must explode. You might struggle with focus. That doesn't mean you're broken. Understanding genes isn't about blame. It's about strategy. Play the hand you were dealt better. Genes are capable of shaping, not deciding. They whisper probabilities. They don't command futures. You are not your code. You are how your life responds to it. Genes open doors. Your actions choose which ones you walk through. Genes don't cause most diseases directly. They raise probabilities. Heart disease, diabetes, depression, addiction. Two people, same gene, different outcomes. Because genes ask, how often is the system under pressure? Lifestyle doesn't cancel genetics, but it can outvote them. Some habits feel automatic because your nervous system learns faster than logic. Genes affect impulsivity, patience, and sensation-seeking. That's why willpower alone fails. Real change happens when you redesign the environment around your biology. You can't erase genes, but you can train around them. Bad knees? You change the sport. Low dopamine? You change reward systems. Smart adaptation beats blind motivation. Knowing your genetics can help, but over-identifying can trap you. "I'm just built this way" can become a prison. Genes explain tendencies. They don't define identity. Free will isn't unlimited, but it's not zero. It lives in the gap between impulse and action. That gap can be trained. Gene testing, gene editing, personalized medicine. Power is increasing faster than wisdom. The danger isn't knowledge, it's misunderstanding what genes can't do. Some people feel motivation quickly, others wait for pressure. Genes influence dopamine baseline, reward sensitivity, and effort perception. This is why advice fails. Just try harder ignores biology. A better question is, what system makes effort feel lighter for you? Discipline isn't willpower, it's structure. Genes affect how fast habits form, but repetition rewires pathways. Slow starters aren't weak, they just need longer runways. You don't express genes alone. Your nervous system syncs with people around you. Stress spreads, calm spreads. Choose environments that activate your best traits. Trauma doesn't just hurt memories, it changes gene expression. But healing does too. Safety, routine, support. Genes adapt to peace just like they adapt to danger. Some patterns feel inherited. Addiction, anxiety, silence. Awareness interrupts transmission. You don't erase the past, you stop exporting it. Meaning isn't genetic, but genes shape what feels meaningful. Some seek challenge, some seek harmony. Neither is wrong. Alignment is everything. Genes are the beginning, not the author. They describe probabilities. You write trajectories. You are not here to defeat your genes. You are here to understand them and move anyway. Absolute end.